All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Sound Goblin gaming stream on Sunday. Our variety streams in lieu of robot fights continues. And today we are going to be playing kind of a laid-back game in comparison to our usual fare. This is Sentinels of the Multiverse, the video game
So this is
version.
this is a digital version of an actual tabletop card game. It's quite fun, quite a lot of enjoyment to be had there. Um, but we play a lot of this both offline and online. We figured it was just kind of a nice thing to have today, just kind of chill out, relax a little bit, chat a bit. And this is actually probably one of the best digital adaptations of a tabletop game I've ever come across.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid.
Yep.
General idea being you're a group of superheroes known as the Sentinels of the Multiverse. Well, it's just the Sentinels. It's a whole thing. There's a whole lore to this,
Yeah,
and
there's
fake
a whole
comics and
full
everything.
lore and cosmology and everything to it. You are basically choosing a hero to play as. You can see on my tableau here all the different heroes we've got. And
And every bunch of heroes, every hero has at least one variant version, which has different powers and abilities.
yeah, you can think of it as like the regular version versus like the Ultimates version or things like that if you're familiar with comic books. Uh, and what's good heroes without villains? We have villains that we fight and environments that we fight in, both of which have different effects and different kinds of things that they can do. Uh, and so basically, which villain you fight determines how the game flow goes.
There's also some different modes in this. The default mode is you just have sort of a single villain. You have your group of heroes, and you're in an environment of some sort. There's also a vengeance mode, which is a group of villains. They are different than the regular villain. They are different versions specifically for vengeance mode, but you effectively have a number of villains equal to your number of heroes, and it's a villain group versus a hero group. And then there is Oblivion, the grand cosmic threat, which is sort of the end game of it. It's actually the last expansion released for the game. It was the wrap up for Sentinels of the Multiverse as a whole, and it's its whole own game mode that involves basically dealing with a lot of like the underlings and like progress through stuff until finally fighting Oblivion himself.
All right. So just to give an example, I think I'm probably going to go with Legacy, just because Legacy here is a very solid choice all around. Uh, every
Legacy
hero,
is kind of the default hero. He's the sort of Superman of the setting, if you will,
yeah, he is
and has
America's
a whole
finest Legacy.
the whole thing with Legacy is it is literally a power that is passed down from generation to generation within the same family, and each new generation has a new power in addition to all the powers from previous generations.
Yeah,
Like it's like All Might.
Kinda, yeah,
yeah,
All
basically.
actually.
you Hero Academia.
So every hero has a complexity, which is a rough approximation of how complicated they are to play. Legacy is not complicated. Um, every hero
Keeping in
has
mind, different variants can kind of slightly alter that complexity, but the base America's great finest legacy is yeah,
just
it
yes,
is super
complexity one.
simple,
Yeah,
dirt
Pretty sure
simple.
all the legacies are still one because none of them are.
yeah. Um,
The one that's not actually in this game is technically two, I think. The weird like crossword promo legacy.
There's the crossword promo legacy, which isn't in this game.
Yeah, it's because it was a specific promo thing.
yeah.
In the same way that the Kvoth uh, Argent Adept technically isn't in this. They just have the non-Kvoth version of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the non-quoth version, so you still card set that they don't have the.
Go ahead and select your
Yep.
hero, Krampus.
Yeah.
So
So
again, we have played this game a lot. We're by no means masters of this game. We lose about as much as we win.
Yeah, this is an
Uh,
essential.
but that being the case, what we tend to do in this instance is we usually just kind of select our heroes and then go for like random villains and location.
Yeah.
Oof, do we want to do Kargra?
I'm all good with losing.
Yeah, we can at least show her off.
So Legacy is, as Krampus was saying, kind of a default hero. Does a lot of stuff that boosts heroes, gives benefit to the team, so on and so forth. And also has a lot of just kind of straight punch people kind of damage.
Yep. Idealist is sort of a construct maker.
Idealist is very weird. Basically has a couple different types of cards that sort of cycle through and interact various ways. So what happens? The first thing that happens in any game is the villain gets basically a turn to set off startup stuff. So what's happening here is so this particular villain, Karga Warfang, it's a sort of a gladiatorial arena world where stuff is happening. And in this instant, there's basically favor tokens that move back and forth either to the villain side or the hero side. And the goal is just to get up to a certain number of favor tokens in order to win over the crowd. In this case, this card would normally move tokens from one side to the other, but since they are matched and there's no tokens, this just deals damage to a number of targets. So basically, everybody took 1 damage because the fans hucked shit at us.
Yep.
Yeah. And then each of the villain cards that they've got out is doing stuff. Let's see. So, yeah, in addition to your base power, everyone has a deck of cards that's specific to their hero. So I think just right out of the gate, we're going to do Fortitude. So you get 1 card play and 1 power per turn. A lot of stuff can influence those numbers, but basically it's 1 play.
I think out of our selection of heroes, you're the only one actually that gets an extra power. I don't think Idealist or Absolute Zero either have stuff that let them play more or use more powers.
No, I don't believe Absolute Zero does.
Yeah, so
Pretty
maybe,
sure Idealist.
so maybe
doesn't.
not
We
with
haven't
this
done
group,
Idealist
but
a
there are
lot.
maybe not with this group, but there are absolutely heroes, usually in like the 3 complexity that
Oh, there are
involve the
heroes that
use
get
of-
extra power usage.
Yeah.
Like, Legacy gets extra power usage, but it only has like 2 other powers that you can get.
Okay, so
You have one in your
Idealist to explain, I have 2 different types of cards. Primarily, I have concepts and I have fragments. Concepts are generally cards that stick around. Fragments are cards that go off once and then stack under concepts. And then concepts basically do stuff based on the number of cards underneath them. So, for instance, this concept I played doesn't do it now. I could activate it and it would destroy all cards under it and deal up to X targets 2 psychic damage, where X is the number of cards destroyed this way plus 1. So right now I could technically do it and deal 2 psychic damage to 1 target, but I'm not going to do that. Actually, yeah, I will, because it's better than my base power on this version of Idealist. I'm actually using the variant version of Idealist.
Super Sentai Idealist.
Yeah. Who has a kind of interesting power, but again, requires stuff to be under concept. Let's see. So right now I'm figuring out who I want to target with the damage I'm doing.
I'd probably do Hive Mind just because it's more important for us to get rid of. Consider
Yeah.
it ticks up
It adds
per
tokens.
score every turn.
Yeah, so just to clarify, we lose if she gets enough tokens. So it is very much in our best interest to get rid of anything that adds tokens.
Play this card, which lets me search my deck for one of the 2 modules. So Absolute Zero has a bunch of setup he needs to do before he really gets going.
Yeah.
And this version of Absolute Zero that I'm taking just punches himself right in the face. It's a standard modus operandi. Grab this module. So whenever I take fire damage, I will then do cold damage to other people.
Yeah, basically, whoever gets to 20 favor tokens first wins.
Yeah.
And my ability does 2 fire damage to myself, and then if I took damage, I can search my deck for an orange card and put it in.
Yes, Argent laughs in the distance, Monokins. And it's at 1 card and 1 power. Like I said, I chose Legacy just for a simpler thing, just to show off the game with, but if you're familiar with the game, you know how wacky things can potentially get.
Argent Adept is actually one of my favorite heroes to play, just because of how ridiculous his turns can get. You can easily have an Argent Adept turn where you set off like 6 powers, including like the actual like plays and all that stuff. Like Argent Adept gets ridiculous.
Yeah.
Tachyon can also get pretty insane. I generally like mostly the heroes either that stack the number of plays or the ones that like put a bunch of stuff into play. So like construct builders, or so like Captain Cosmic, who does the construct, who does like the visual constructs, or Unity, who does her little robots, stuff like that.
Now, I do apologize for anyone who's new to this game, because a lot of stuff is going to fly up on the screen for you. And we'll do our best to explain it as much as possible, but especially because Kagara Warfang is a little more involved than your average villain, there might be some stuff that we need to explain if anyone has any questions. Monokins is obviously...
Yeah, there's kind of a lot of moving parts for a Kagura Warfang one. We're gonna do this just to kind of get our asses kicked real quick. And then we'll probably honestly just do like Baron Blade.
Yeah, we'll do some simple characters.
Give a simple and easy one.
What do I have? Have another juicer.
Yeah, we hit random and we decided just to go for it, but whew.
Yeah, Karga, as we mentioned before, everything has complexities. I'm pretty sure Karga is a 3.
Yeah.
Out of a possible, I think, 4.
4. It's 4, and there's only 2
I think there's 1
who are
5.
4.
I think Oblivion is considered a 5, but again, Oblivion is it's entirely different game mode.
Yeah, exactly.
So. It should be noted, this this game, if you own everything for the physical version, has this box you can store it all in.
Yes, it has the huge doorstop box. Let's see. Reduce that damage by 3.
It is about the size of one of those like plastic blue storage bins. It's kind of ridiculous.
Put Inspiring Presence into play. Inspiring Presence, for those who don't know, when this card enters play, each hero target regains 1 HP, and the damage dealt by hero targets is now increased by 1, as long as that's in play.
I will get to kill myself fast.
And
which stacks with Legacy's normal power, which causes damage dealt by hero targets to increase by 1 until the end of his next turn. So
right now,
I need to get my other equipment.
The background noise for this game is actually really well done.
Oh,
hey, hot dog guy, hot dog, hey, hot dog guy, I need a hot dog over here. Yeah, just one. Okay, we will Vivid Thoughts to try and get concepts out, maybe, hopefully.
Oh, there's Monster of Id.
Okay. Yeah, there is Monster of Id. So Monster of Id is kind of one of the big deal cards for the Idealist. It is
I got it
dangerous
up on the screen right now,
but useful. It is pretty much when it enters your hand, put it into play. You increase damage dealt by the Idealist by 1, At the end of your turn, you move one card from under another concept in play to under this card. If no card moves this way, the idealist deals herself X psychic damage, or X equals the number of cards under the card plus 1. Keep in mind that is still affected by the increased damage dealt by the idealist by 1, as well as all the stuff that Legacy has increased my damage. Okay, so
Now,
I'm
granted,
going to
if you
go.
don't want to deal with Monster Evade, you can just shunt it with your own power.
Yes, I absolutely could shunt it with my own power.
My grandmother hits harder than that.
Because the thing about Monster Evade is that you need another concept out,
Yeah.
and to be constantly shoving stuff under other concepts to be able to cut them out or keep it out. It
How
doesn't
do I
work
wanna
as well
do
with.
this? It does not work as well with Super Sentai.
Super
It
Sentai.
works much better with the default idealist.
Also, thank you for reminding me I had my music and sound turned off, so...
Oh yeah, no, the quote unquote music, especially for this setting, is really fun. Let's see, that would be 2 damage to 1, or 2 damage. Okay, it's just outright better to do flying stabby knives right now. Continue to do the hive mind, take him out.
Yep.
You know, I was here 40 years ago.
Airs.
Fox Pickle Doo got his head cut off with a middle of the galaxy.
Both going to take effect, so probably start slamming the Anduin. The Fearless is more damage overall.
Yeah, she's more damage, and we can only hit her once around, so we're going to do a decent hit her.
Yeah.
She becomes immune to damage after she takes it.
Hey, look, I am not at all knocking the soundtrack for this game. I
Ow.
actually like it.
Yep.
Oh.
It's fine, I did that on purpose. I knew the risk. Hey, Vince. And yes, there is actually a fair amount of original art that was made for the digital version of this.
Like all the backgrounds and stuff, all the environments.
A lot of the character art, all the characters have various levels of damage versions they show up. And notably, they do actually, as you can kind of see here, have the full art for every different variant of a character too. So
yes.
Right now, we Shiv here has the Freedom 5 version of Absolute Zero as the character art. I have the Super Sentai Idealist.
Well, yeah, but I feel like guys would have a lot of extra art, Monikins.
Oh, current turn,
Yes,
not current round.
Guys has a ton of extra art.
That's the kind of meta thing that fits in perfectly with him.
As was noted, just prior to going live with the stream, Guys has one of the funniest things in this entire game, which is just straight up. So all the variants have specific unlock conditions in the game you can do to sort of, if you achieve this particular thing, you will unlock this variant. But after a certain amount of time, they just give you an unlock button where you can just kind of unlock that variant by, not having to complete, because they also don't tell you what the unlock condition is initially. Somebody finds it out. But then after that, basically, it was originally 1 month after somebody first figured out the conditions, then they would give the unlock button, and you can click the unlock button to just unlock the variant. Completionist Guys very specifically has a thing where if you click the unlock button on him, he's like, "Oh, come on, really? You're gonna try and cheat like that and get me without being a true completionist? I don't know if I'm a fan of that." And then you click the unlock button again, and he's like, "Ah, think of the children, man. What are you doing? I want to really sit there for a minute and think about what I'm trying to do." And you have to sit on that screen for a full minute before give the unlock button to proceed further. You click the unlock button again, and then he's like, okay, but one last thing. I need you to write an essay about why it is you deserve. And then it gives you a text box in order to type the essay. And you do actually have to start typing stuff in there for a little while before he finally goes, I'm not going to read that crap. Fine, whatever.
Oh, there's the hive mind back.
Yeah.
And the glacier beat it up.
Yeah.
And there's Darkin back.
And there were only 2 things in the discard to come back. So.
Yep.
And yes, after you finally do get through the whole thing and click the unlock, he realizes that he basically rewarded you for cheating and gets really upset with himself.
And now we have to beat up her before we can win, even if we get enough points.
Mm-hmm. I'll take it. I'm going to stop doing damage to myself after this turn. So
I will not.
you
And I can't-
you kind
and
of
I
can't.
I can't heal myself yet because I haven't gotten my damn cold
Yeah.
damage. Stop playing cards, you bitch.
Sucks is that monster of it is not considered an ongoing.
I have practically every fire thing in my hand so far. So. Oh, I'll get reckless. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, so the other thing that Kagara does that we did not actually explain is there's titles, and each title has a condition by which you trigger it. Like for this one is when target is dealt damage by 3 different sources in a single turn. It goes under
I'll take
whoever
it,
triggered that, and gives them an effect.
Handle 1 more damage. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
I mean, when you really consider that we basically came into this one expecting that we were going to lose, especially because we do not have great we do not have great hero choices for taking on Kargra.
No.
So few battles meet my expectations.
Okay. Need to get rid of that hive mind again because he's going to add more cards.
It's not more cards, it's
Or
tokens.
more
Rob.
tokens. Sorry, yeah. I misspoke.
Yeah, he just gives the token every turn for each environment card in play, so it spirals out of control very quickly.
Yeah. Motivational charge into play. Use motivational charge. Give everybody at least a little bit of health back. Oh, danger sense. I'll hop back over to my cards for a second. Danger sense is nice because, as you can see here, Legacy is immune to damage from environment cards. And while right now the environment deck is not currently against us, I don't think, it could turn that way real quick.
Oh, and of course I don't have another concept right now, but that's okay. What's going to be the best thing to do this time?
Oh yeah, anytime you're playing as Legacy, you want the ring. There is no situation in which you are like, I do not want this ring.
I mean, there is when you don't have another power.
Yeah, we'll
'Cause
bright
the ring
idea.
doesn't do jack if you don't have another power.
That's true. The Legacy's ring, by the way, is the only equipment in Legacy's deck, and it allows you to use an additional power during your turn. So I could use my everybody does 1 extra damage ability, and my ability that does 2 damage and heals everybody for 1.
Yep.
Assuming I get to keep that card after the villain's next go, because so far I've got really poor luck in keeping cards out.
Well, that's because she's...
Yeah, Kagara
Well,
Warfang, Destroyer of Ongoings.
She does a lot of card destruction.
Yeah.
Fight them.
It really doesn't matter.
Also, while it doesn't explain exactly what they do, all the cards do have a kind of shorthand icon system underneath them. So you can see roughly what they do. Like, oh, this thing does damage and adds tokens and I forget what the exclamation point is. I think it means it's an ongoing.
I believe I honestly don't remember. That might be end of turn effect.
Really need. Damn it. Really great if I could get my other module.
Hey, well, how's it going? Yeah, we're just doing a chill stream today. We usually stream more intensive games, but with everything going on, it's been a little stressful for everyone. So we're just kind of taking a chance to chill out, play some easy, nice little Sentinels. At the start of the stream, we have mentioned we are by no means experts at this game. We get our ass kicked probably a little bit more than we win, actually, but we have fun.
We hate you.
Yes, three-man games, Sentinels are sometimes tough. Not even a joke. A lot of times when we're playing this together, says Krampus, myself, and Shiv play this online a fair amount.
I
But,
have
like,
healing
sometimes-
ability, so I'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sometimes we actually do play multiple heroes per person, so we'll do like a full team of 5, and just some of us will handle 2 heroes, stuff like that.
That is the thing the game lets
Uh,
you do, which is very nice.
I mean, it's nice and balanced that way, in that a lot of things are based off of number of heroes, so both do and don't have benefit from having more heroes. Obviously, you have more powers available, you have more cards available,
I'll take
but
it.
you are increasing a lot of the numbers that things do. Here's where we get the shit kicked out of us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this game is over, effective.
Yeah, they need one more token, and that's gonna happen. So
Yeah, villain does 2 more damage one to multiple non-villain targets in a single turn. Target deals a non-villain target 4 or more damage at once. A villain target destroys a non-villain target. A villain target gains a title.
Beauregard, let's be real here. The only thing that makes Iron Legacy any harder or easier is the grace of God.
Yeah. Iron Legacy is you are going to get kicked in the balls in your first or in the villain turn at the start. And if you survive that, then you can talk about if you're going to win afterwards.
You win against Iron Legacy because fate has decreed that the planet's alignment has dictated this day to be the day that Iron Legacy does not just kill half your team. Oh boy, let me tell you about, like, I think it was the second time we faced Iron Legacy when we were playing the physical card game, and I made the stupid choice of playing the Sentinels.
Oh yeah, that wasn't great.
We triggered Iron Legacy's first turn, and when literally my entire team was dead, we were like, oh, we should probably not do that.
We've had Iron Legacy games where like 2 turns in he kills us because a bunch of nonsense, and then we've had Iron Legacy games where we just stomped him.
Yeah. Again, it's very much what the fates have decreed this day. I'm gonna hit whatever I feel like because it doesn't matter anyways.
No, they went on there. So
America's swingiest legacy.
Principle of the matter. I heard her. Get this over with.
I mean, we would have won here, except all damage.
Yeah.
That's why I won.
Things are happening, don't worry about it.
And yeah, that is pretty much it, Momikins. It's just Iron Legacy, you either win in 10 minutes or lose in 5.
Yep. Oh,
So many
Titans.
effects.
Yeah, we might close out this stream closer to 4 o'clock by taking on Iron Legacy and crying.
That's it. It's either very easy. We've had super easy Iron Legacy.
Yeah, we could take on Iron Legacy, or we could take on the more reasonable execution of the concept of Iron Legacy, Protean. Who still sucks to fight. No singular one, Volgar. My favorite heroes tend to be either the ones that put a lot of units in play and kind of trigger effect, or ones that get a lot of plays. So I would say probably my two favorite realistically are Unity and Argent Dada. Villain-wise, I actually really like Wager Master, just bonkers to try and keep track of from 1 minute to the next. Environment, I like the Time Paradox one, and I like the Silver Gulch, the Wild West one. How about you guys? Favorite heroes, villains, and environments?
As far as favorite heroes go, I'm going to be honest, the ones I have the most fun playing are either Expatriate or Mr. Fixer. They're not good for every game. I will absolutely choose other people for, like, higher level stuff, but most of the time, Mr. Fixer and Expatriate both have the wide variety of stuff necessary to handle most anything.
But,
I mean,
but
Mr. Fixer gets busted if you have a lot of damage boost.
Yeah.
But just think, you could play Dark Watch, Mr. Fixer.
And that's
No.
why I'm sad that he doesn't get any extra variants. He's the only hero who's never gotten an extra variant.
No, there's
could,
plenty of heroes
but
that
you'd
only have
be
a single
wrong.
variant.
You know, he's never gotten any. That one doesn't
got Dark
exist.
Dark
Yeah.
Watch Mr. Fixer is unfortunately a variant.
Yeah, you exist. You can deny it. It's bad, but it exists.
I can refuse to acknowledge its presence.
One of those, like, there are some variants that are just outright worse than the base hero, and there is
There it
no
goes.
advantage. There we go. All right, let's do a new game here.
Let's do a new game and let's, Alright. So, now having talked
Okay,
about
so
that,
we're just gonna do Baron Blade.
Yeah,
Oh, Baron Blade. All
let's
right.
do a classic.
We're just gonna do a very simple Baron Blade. I'm
We're
going
gonna
to
style on
myself.
Baron Blade.
I'm going to amuse myself.
So, here, we're talking about it, so I'm going to explain. This is basic Mr. Fixer. Mr. Fixer is just Mr. Fixer deals one target, one melee damage. The variant of Mr. Fixer.
No, Monacan, we're gonna stick to just us playing it. Just it's
Yeah, we're not really going to have
Yeah,
any
no, it's
hop-ins, unfortunately, so... But, yeah.
Yeah, Dreamer is an interesting villain. I do agree with that one, Volgar. Dreamer is hard to manage. By that same token, I really like Infinitor, particularly Heroic Infinitor, the variant. Cauldron card. Not sure what you're talking about there. I might know what you're talking about, but I don't know. I don't maybe necessarily know what they're talking about there. Fan-made expansion? No, we haven't done that.
Nah. We've mostly only stuck to the actual...
I was not actually even aware of that, so might have to look into it, but at this point, we still haven't actually played everything in the regular game, so
Yeah.
part of the problem is while we do really like Sentinels, any preference on environment, or should I just hit random?
I think just random is fine if we're fighting Baron Blade.
Alright. Oh, Freedom Tower.
Yeah,
Freedom
there we
Tower
go.
work. But yeah, while we do really like Sentinels, and we played a lot of it for a while, we also have, I
A
think,
lot of games.
closing in on 200 board games among our group. So, not everything takes gets as much playtime as you would normally like. Also, I'm being cheesy as hell. All of his devices count for my power too.
Ah.
It is just devices in play.
Yep.
I mean, that being said, all of his devices get benefit from my stuff, so it can be bad.
Ah, Baron Blade, you insane bastard. I still love that Baron Blade's plan is, well, I can't defeat Legacy, so I'm going to smash the moon to the planet and destroy it.
Fuck it.
It won't kill Legacy, but it'll kill everything else.
Oh, look. Oh yeah, no, Monica's a ton of the like little flavor excerpts from various comics. So every card has flavors on it that are like excerpt lines from again comics that don't really exist for the most part. But they're great, and yes, pretty much
Hey,
all
Krampus.
all of Baron Blade's
Don't
flavor
put
text
anything.
is great.
Don't put anything in play.
Don't put anything in play?
Nope. Don't put anything in play unless you don't want.
Like nothing that lasts,
Okay.
no ongoings or whatever. You
I'm
can play
gonna get
one
rid of-
shots if you want them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get rid of both those defense.
Okay. Got a wrath.
Yeah, I got a wrath. We'll use it. In fact, if you want to save that, and not.
Yeah, I
play it,
know, because
it
I
doesn't
was
matter.
just thinking about it. So
Yep.
meanwhile...
Roll back.
Roll back.
Yep.
That's the nice thing about this game's digital version. You can go, oh, I made a mistake.
You can just double
Yeah,
skip
just-
the draw too.
Yeah, just double skip
Yep.
draw two.
Skip and skip.
Yeah, so
some more
for those of you
cards.
not familiar with this game, if you don't play a card or use a power during your turn, you actually get to draw two cards instead of the one you normally draw at the end.
It's
Sometimes in certain
technically-
instances,
But
Go ahead.
it's technically more specific than that. It's specifically at the end of your turn if you didn't draw or play a card.
yes,
This is matters for the Wager Master because he has a thing that reverses.
yes,
them.
Wager
So you
Master
draw two
reverses
cards.
the yes, Wager Master reverses the
Also,
And sent.
Go
ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say. Just real quickly, this is why I like playing Mr. Fixer, because he gets one of the best cancel cards in the game, in my opinion. The Grease Gun. Non-hero
Yeah,
targets
Grease Gun
cannot
is
deal
pretty
damage.
solid.
You may not use powers. You may not draw cards. You basically sacrifice your turn to cancel out most anything any villain can do.
And I played End of Days, which destroys everything that isn't a relic or a character card.
It also has really good art, as you can see on the screen.
Okay. So we get to look at the so what that environment card that came into play is at the end of the environment turn, we each get to basically look at the top card of our deck and choose whether to put it back or discard.
Okay.
Why do I
Not want to discard Brilliant Inventor because Brilliant Inventor is really good.
No.
Unless you already
I
have
don't-
Harmony in hand, you want to
Yeah,
keep Harmony.
yeah, I don't
So
wanna
no, do
discard
not
Harmony.
No, look.
Yeah, Mr. Fixer works by dropping sorry.
Takedown can be better, but takedown is again, like you said, it depends on how play happy the villain is. Grease Gun works regardless of the villain. Takedown is kind of very specific.
Yeah. It is one of the ultimate oh shit buttons in this game for getting a turn to breathe.
Oh no, a Blade Battalion.
Oh no, you hit me for 5.
Oh. How unfortunate.
Whatever will I do?
Yeah, we're gonna do that actually. So we're gonna put this disposable defender into play. And then I'm just gonna use the power off of it right away. to play a device,
Yeah.
which will be this Saber Battle Drone, and then also get the Backlash Trader from my trash into play, and that destroys my defender, but it's still, I have 2 devices out now.
Oh, okay, I figured out what the exclamation points are, by the way, on the cards. Green exclamation point is start of turn effect, red exclamation point is end of turn effect.
I am not going to destroy my devices.
All right.
Keep that.
So,
That one, unfortunately, does specifically specify one of your devices and not just a device, but...
yeah.
Grease Monkey Fist.
Get rid of this guy.
Oh, your pick. What do
Bears.
you want to do?
Yep. Doesn't matter for this. It's very useful in certain other situations, but for this particular thing, it doesn't matter what type of damage I'm doing.
Yeah, so the Monkey Fist there, again to explain, basically lets him pick what energy type he deals. Basically, all of his damage and all the damage Mr. Fixer deals is increased by 1. And whenever Mr. Fixer deals damage, choose the damage type. For Baron Blade, I don't think damage type ever matters. But there are definitely villains that have that damage type does matter.
Yes.
Yeah, there are several villains that are reduced damage or take no damage certain damage types.
You can also do silly things, like if you've got somebody playing Absolute Zero, Mr. Fixer can, in fact, attack them for, like, cold damage to heal them.
Yep.
We've got Legacy's Landing Pad now, which is increased damage dealt by the target with the highest HP by 1, reduced damage dealt to the target with the lowest HP by 1. So Baron Blade is going to be dealing more damage.
I will be taking this damage.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go ahead and discard that Backlash Generator for now. Danger mode? Danger mode?
Danger mode.
Yes, Volgar. The Grease Monkey Fist is really good against Omnitron.
Yep.
Omnitron is one of the villains that basically gets shielding against certain types of damage, and you can just basically say, I don't care. Like, oh, look, I dealt psychic damage. You're not defending against that now. Next turn, oh, you're defending against psychic damage? Cool, I'm doing fire now. Like,
Yep.
I'll take it, I guess.
Okay.
I have some defensive stuff in my deck that'll eventually come out.
Tell you that Mr. Fixer does not. Do you have the crowbar already, Grandpa?
I do not have the crowbar. I have the tire iron.
That'll do. You do have toolbox, so
Yeah. I can also just put in toolbox to try and get the crowbars.
Okay.
no.
Oh,
Now it
pissed
is.
off. Yep. Wouldn't actually do any damage to the battalion.
Nope.
How much do we care about getting rid of that blade battalion? Nah, it's
Blade
not worth
battalion
it.
that does one, not at all.
Yeah, it's not worth it to sacrifice one of my devices for that.
Nope.
We are putting far more thought into each of our plays here than was really merited taking
Yeah.
Baron Blade, for being totally honest. But
Hey, he's nearly a third of the way to winning this game already. By again smashing the moon and the earth and destroying it because he can't kill Legacy.
this is Terra Lunar Impulsion Beam. Thank you very much.
If I can't beat Legacy, no one can live on the earth. Doesn't make any sense. Okay.
That's also a good point too, is we don't want to kill the Blade Battalion because that's another card in his discard.
Yeah. Take this infernal damage.
One. Super not so yet. Boop him the snoot.
I don't know, now that somebody's playing Fnatic, we can finish a game in my favorite way. Putting someone in a rolling chair and throwing them out a window. One of the cards for Fnatic is...
All hero ongoing cards are also equipment cards. I don't think this match for any of our heroes.
No, I don't know if Baron Blade has specific. I don't recall if Baron Blade has specific equipment structure, which is the only thing that would matter there.
Think so? Danger mode?
I don't need two, or I don't need 3 danger modes when I already have 2.
Yeah, no, Monikins, you cannot, in fact, cheese Harmony like that. Harmony does specifically specify style and tool.
Yeah. It wants specifically tools and not equipment.
Yeah, tool card and style card.
Ooh. Well,
Fine.
how dare you, Blade Battalion? I trusted you.
We'll do it this way.
Isn't the Silver Liquid guy Progeny? Am I misremembering characters?
Huh?
The
Yeah, no, that's Progeny.
Like, of course you lost your first game against Progeny. He's like a difficulty 3 hero.
Yeah.
Or a difficulty 3 villain. A bit more complex than some of the other difficult. It's a bad day. Oh, is he difficulty 4?
Yeah, he's complexity 4. Again,
Extra
he is,
bad day.
Yeah, he is
For a
like,
first game.
he is basically considered to be roughly equivalent to Iron Legacy. He's again the like less punishing execution of the Iron Legacy concept. Yeah, no, like realistically, if you're playing this game for the first time and don't really know anything about it, you should take on like Baron Blade or
Yeah, something like that. Do we want to get rid of Blade Battalion now? Since
Not.
No, if you've got damage to do, deal it direct Baron.
Alright.
We can safely
it does
ignore.
1 damage. We don't
Yeah,
care.
we can safely ignore that Blade Battalion. It does 1 damage to one of us. That
I
per
heal
turn.
1
Like, it's-
damage every time I use my power, so it's not really.
Yeah, it's like it's literally useless. Point. Like, if we lose because that Blade Battalion is in play, we deserve it.
If we lose to Baron Blade, deserve it.
Alright, Pipe Wrench!
Yes, Monikins, with the exception of I think Oblivion is also technically considered a difficulty 4, but again, entirely
Oblivion's an entirely different game.
game mode, yeah. So Oblivion is interesting. I don't think I like it as much in terms of like a game mode as like Vengeance mode, but still pretty interesting. Yes, guard time.
Environment here?
Huh?
What's
We're
the
in Freedom Tower.
environment Now, what's the new?
Oh, the new card? That is
No, put a top card of each trash on.
yeah. At the end of the environment turn, put the top card of each trash pile under its associated deck, which is
Bad
actually
for
really
Baron
funny
Blade.
because it's terrible for Baron Blade.
Oh no, basic maintenance, my only weakness.
It is quite literally, if he doesn't actually manage to put more than one card into his discard per turn, we basically have once.
Let's see.
Let's have a back.
Huh?
He has a back. No. Hit him.
Fine. No,
No.
no, he's not.
Not that in that regard, but no.
I can keep this up.
It keeps happening! Why haven't I learned to touch the stove? Alright. Wail on this idiot with a pipe wrench.
Dragon tattoo. There is the whatchamacallit location or environment. But I don't know if he shows up there or not.
Might be one of the minor villains in a vengeance deck. Not sure that one though. There's so many minor villains in the vengeance decks that I don't know all of them. Right, so I think in that one round I did more than half his health, so...
I don't remember seeing him anywhere else, but I'm not as familiar with the cards just on memory as Shiv and Bograd are.
Ow.
Fine.
It's mostly fun.
Oh, okay. Extra environment plays.
Yep.
But since this is mostly a, this is mostly a beneficial environment for us, so...
For the most part. I did not want to discard Wrathful Retribution. That's what I've been waiting for.
It's all cold damage by one, or it's all fire damage by one.
Frost Scribe.
Okay, so don't choose cold or fire. Got it. Not that
Well,
that's
no,
I mean,
choose
choose cold.
Cold deals extra damage.
increase all cold damage by 1.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Choose cold. Don't choose fire. Coward.
I have to put up the shield or else I'm gonna keep taking damage. I haven't learned to not touch the stove.
Fine.
The stove has come to you, Baron Blade.
Ah,
We put legs on it as a joke.
for that damn.
And this one, I'm just gonna be easy. So
Your harmony
my
play.
stuff it's just based on devices. It's not based on. So I will say, despite being kind of the default villain, I do actually like Baron Blade's mechanic. You kind of have to beat him twice.
Effectively. I actually like Mad Bomber Blade a bit more, just to put you on a
Yes,
somewhat
Mad
more-
Bomber
a
Blade
better
more
timer.
interesting. Yeah, it's definitely more interesting to play against. But yeah, to clarify for those who are not familiar with this game, how Baron Blade works is on his original side, the Lunar Impulsion Beam Inventor. The idea is you're kind of on a clock. As soon as 15 cards are in his discard at the start of his turn, you lose. But you have to basically beat down his health from 40 to 0 before that. Once you get him down to 0 health, he flips. So all villains in this game have a trigger that causes them to flip to their other side, and their other side does different things. Is once you actually drop him to 0 health from the first side, he flipped to the Vengeful Mad Scientist Blade with 30 health. Thing is that basically the villain trash is placed on top of the villain deck. 3 copies of Mobile Defense Platform remove the trash. The deck is shuffled, and he just basically deals damage. And so it's just a straightforward slugfest. We just have to beat him down 30
Yeah.
again, but it's not actually particularly hard to do.
Yeah, once you get past the Terra Lunar Impulsion Beam step, it's just
Well, once you're off the blade.
yeah.
Free. Each player may draw 1 card. If players draw a card this way, destroy this card. Start of that. So. Oh, I would not like history. And to clarify again, for those not the thing I'm talking about cheesing it. So I'm playing a character called Luminary, and in particular, I'm playing the variant version of Luminary. But the Luminary is an alternate universe hero version of Baron Blade. There were a set of heroes released that were alternate universe villain as heroes, and it's just kind of funny because a lot of them interact with the same mechanics as their villain version, which means if you play a heroic villain alt against the villain itself, what's on here?
Entry point.
Oh,
I'm gonna say the landing pad,
yeah.
because we don't care if its effect's gone. Doesn't matter. He's dead next turn.
Yep. Yeah, I can get rid of all according to plan. So this is actually impacted by that one, because this is all goings are also equipment.
Yep.
This is, I think, the only thing actually impacted by it. So
I don't care. I want to take the damage. Oh wait, he has entry point. I'm gonna die. Oops.
Oh.
it's fine.
That's fine.
I forgot he had +1 damage.
Yep.
He won't be dead this turn then.
That's fine. We're good. Plus, what is your flip over? Draw a card, 1 HP, or reduce the next damage dealt to that hero by 2.
Well, the thing is, if I was still alive, he's dead. He would be dead this turn. But I forgot he had the +1 damage, so. I just don't care enough to go back and reverse it.
Yeah.
You don't feel.
So an explanation there.
Even when you're dead, you still have things you can do during your turn.
Yeah, every hero has a flip side as well. When they quote unquote die, when their health is reduced to 0, when their turn normally comes up, they get an option to rethink to do.
Which really shouldn't happen on Baron Blade.
Eh,
Hello, Vince.
Like I said,
Whatever, we're not
I
paying
forgot he had +1.
how's it going, Vin?
And again, I don't care.
Hey,
how
not so
to
bad.
The choice.
Also, to minorly correct something, base Luminary isn't an alternate dimension Baron Blade. It is Baron Blade.
Yes, that is Heroic Baron Blade. Yes, I am playing the alternate dimension Baron Blade, the Rule 63 version.
Yes. Quote unquote heroic Baron Blade. He really just doesn't want Oblivion to destroy the world before he can.
Yes.
Pretty much. I will discard the progression turret.
Yes. Aw.
I'm gonna laugh if you guys lose.
Hey, you died first.
I mean, I can go back and change it. Only Dykes are doing fast and loose.
Fine.
That's weird.
Huh.
At some point, and I don't know how it happened, Driving Mantis got replaced with Riveting Crane, and I don't know what triggered that.
Give me a second here. I gotta adjust my headset.
Well, I mean, Riveting Crane got put up because you played Riveting Crane.
Did I? Did I misread something? And because I could have sworn that was the thing for, or that was a thing I got on a card draw.
No, you played Riveting Crane.
Huh.
We will. Yeah, we'll hasten victory.
Let's see. Recent environment cards are. Oh, okay. No, Mission Control put Driving Mantis into play, or Riveting Crane into play. If at the end of the environment turn, reveal the top card of each hero deck in turn order. If the revealed card is a one-shot or limited card already in play, discard that. Otherwise, put the revealed card into play. So, because it revealed Riveting Crane, Driving Mantis was destroyed because the style card came into play and overwrote the last one.
Makes enough sense.
That's... I'm not happy about that.
Go to deck. And I'm going to get this Orb Death Laser.
Orbital Death Laser.
And we win.
Yep.
Bye!
Kerpow. Death Laser. That works too.
Alright. Alright.
Show you how to use an Orbital Death Laser.
Vince, will you be joining us?
I don't even have this game installed.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Alright then. We'll have a co-commentator who is not in the middle of playing it who can explain what's going on then.
Correct.
Good, good.
As much as I can from the app, but I actually know how the game is played, so that does help.
Yeah.
Alright.
So as you can see, he's selecting a deck.
Yes. I'm mostly waiting to see what villain we're fighting, because that colors a lot of what I'm going to be doing afterwards.
Oh, well, see, that's the thing, is we're not choosing villain start.
Oh, okay.
The way we've been doing it is we select our heroes and hit randomize.
Alright.
We pick Baron Blade specifically to, you know...
To actually show off a victory.
to
Alright.
demonstrate the game. I mean, I can hit randomize now if you want.
No, that's alright. I'll stick to the plan. Play someone I don't usually play.
I'm a tree.
To the Void Oshkosh 3.
Oshkosh 3, and...
Stuntman is pretty fun, Volgar, yeah.
Actually. Why don't we show him off, then? Doesn't
Alright.
have any inspiration. Alright, who are we fighting?
The Ennead in the Time Cataclysm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So either be a cakewalk or we will get steamrolled, one or the other.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
No, if I remember, they're fairly easy.
It very much depends upon which ones come out in which order.
Yeah.
So the Ennead, to explain, is a group that has a bunch of different like units within it: Tefnut, Osiris, Isis, etc. And the thing about them is specifically they all have effects that trigger off of certain symbols that are on their other card.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like you see that the red mark on this card, Blast of Flame. That's the kind of marks we're talking about. Certain cards will trigger an additional effect when a card with that mark comes into play.
Specifically, no one we have triggers off red right now, but
Nope.
Okay, well, we're gonna go Corn Beast because that will actually like work against the Ennead pretty frequently.
depends on when we get out. Yeah, the Ennead, there's like 9 of them?
I
Something
think
like that?
so. Yeah, sounds right.
And basically, some of their cards will spawn more of them. We only have to kill all the ones that are out to win. So it is possible to not see all of them. In fact, you usually won't see all of them. If you get to a point where you're seeing all of them on the battlefield, you're probably lost.
Yes.
Because you're not doing very good management of all the nonsense.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Naturalist is animal shapeshifter. He has 3 different forms and can shift between them.
He has a normal and a variant, and you always want to run the variant.
Yeah, the variant is just straight up better. There is never any reason to play a regular Naturalist if you have the variant.
Yeah, he is easily the most improved variant.
We are also playing with 2 villains from a parallel universe who are actually heroes in that universe. Akash 3.
Not parallel universe.
No, Stuntman is literally just
Okay.
ambuscade.
Stuntman is again literally this guy's ambuscade. He is just like, this villain thing ain't working out. So
And
okay.
Akrosh
Yeah.
3 isn't variant universe either.
no,
Akrosh
Akashria is the
Is
pure
Akash
Akash.
Mutha.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is Akata. It's the other aspect.
Yeah.
But they were
Because
basically...
Akash Buddha / Akash 3 is specifically the like spirit of nature.
Basically, all the villains that they made as heroes for Oblivion have to have different names in order to make the game not confusing.
Yes.
Yeah, and specifically in this particular, the only thing about Alt Universe is specifically the variant Luminary is actually Alt Universe.
Okay.
I think
Baron Blade.
all the variants are actually alt universe.
I don't know if Spirit of the Void is.
Spirit of the Void. Oh no, wait, no. I take that back. Lifeline and the Akash 301 are actually main timeline. I think the rest of them are alternate timeline. I know the Stuntman is Benchmark is
Dora, who fucking knows?
La Commodora. I think that's a different.
She's
Yeah.
timeline shenanigans regardless.
Yes, that is.
La Commodore plays so fast and loose with time travel anyways that saying it's from an alternate timeline is like, yes, probably so is the Capitan.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's one of the few that I don't think they ever talk about alternate timelines with, because the time travel thing is confusing enough.
Yes, basically. They're just like, yeah, we don't want to open that open that can of worms. Ah, tror jag kroiva.
Yep.
Shoot Tefnut. It's technically Tefnut, I think, but whatever.
Just all the extra I want.
Yep. Okay, here's our tomb. Okay. What do I have currently? Yeah, I'll go ahead and do nat power.
And the symbols you see here on the card are the different forms that the naturalist has.
Yeah, so there's gazelle form, rhino form, crocodile form. Did a tomb do?
He says he's gonna be the crocodile, but he never commits.
He plays more card.
So it's annoying.
Yeah. This first attack doesn't do anything.
Second attack's not gonna do anything.
Oh, that's right. This one is 1 damage. Either
yeah,
way,
it's just
that's right.
one flat damage.
That's right. Oh well.
It is also gonna prevent me from doing any damage because
Yeah, you do a bunch of little.
I do a bunch of little hits.
Yes.
On the bright side, it makes that less costly.
It does slightly.
And yeah, to go back to that for a second, Volgar, it is partially new names for the PR department. It's also partially just because it prevents ridiculousness from happening when things refer to a specific card by name. Because, like, if the heroic Baron Blade was also just called Baron Blade, then any card that refers to Baron Blade would affect both of them, and that becomes complicated. So mechanically, they are kind of required to have different names.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could clarify it in a rule book, but you shouldn't need to do that, because that's just dumb.
I think you are correct. At the very least, all the base versions of the villain hero decks are the normal versions of those villains, just realizing, like, again, you know, if Oblivion destroys everything, we're all screwed anyways, with the exception of possibly La Commodora, because, again, time travel fuckery.
Yeah. La Commodora is, I think, to a point where she's stopped being a villain as well.
Yeah, it's I think, if I'm remembering correctly, La Commodora is, like, further in the life of La Capitan, and, like, at a certain point, she became good, effectively.
Yeah.
But time travel, so who fucking knows?
And Harpy is just matriarch who actually outright reformed into a hero.
Yes.
Atom, I guess, because he
Atum.
plays.
Yeah, Atum plays that card, so Atum needs to go.
Three. Power. Play a card. So 4. Oh, right. Damage I dealt myself this turn.
Yeah.
Oh, for her.
Yes.
That's a seed. That's a seed. Dude, okay.
The environment trash with all the primordial seeds.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Lots
Oh,
of
that's
good.
right. That's how she works.
Yeah, Akash 3
Yeah,
just throws
she
primordial
yeah
seeds
she
into...
loads the stuff in the environment, and then when it goes off
They
of
they have,
there,
they have effects when they die and effects when they're played specific with the environment deck.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sakatria is interesting.
Yeah, all the Oblivion characters are my least played characters simply because it came out
They
last.
came most recently. I think we played with them like twice, and then got distracted with other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've played with them like 3 or 4 times at most.
Okay. Take that
You
damage.
boop yourself in the snoot for 2 to draw 2
Yep.
cards.
Group yourself in the suit for what? I mean, he has armor.
Yeah.
Stylish.
Ah, stylish armor.
Ping damage, go.
Yeah,
Annoy
pretty
that
much.
man.
I mean, part of the problem with the hero set we have is we don't actually have any baiters.
Yeah. Stuntman has some ability to use extra powers outside of the turn with his cards, but he synergizes much better when there's heroes that can just give other players powered plays.
Well, here we go.
Akash 3 is probably the
One of the weirdest
Oblivion character I've played the most.
Definitely one of the weirder heroes to play though, because your entire thing,
Her mechanics are
the
weird
environment
and
deck.
about shuffling stuff in the environment deck. Stuntman is all about getting turn or actions off of his turn,
Mostly,
Yes.
yeah.
especially base Stuntman where he does extra damage for getting powers off his turn.
I'll take it I have damage reduction.
Okay.
One fire.
I bothered bringing armor! Ha ha! Protective clothing. It's not just for Batman anymore.
Like an actual form card at some point game.
Yeah, that's the only downside to the alternate one. You can't just search up forward cards.
Yeah.
That's the only downside, but because he has just a
Stuntman,
better
go
power.
ahead and use a power.
Aha! Excellent. Additional damage.
Yep. Do you really want a power usage? Right?
I don't particularly care. It would be somebody can draw 2 cards. Not that super useful.
I'll save the tree.
Yeah,
Save the tree.
to save that and better to save that and use it as much as possible to stun an extra shots, basically.
Card. We'll go ahead and put that out. I will discard the top card environment deck 'cause it's on a seat.
Okay.
Okay.
In fact, I need to get an effect that shuffles the environment deck because my
All your stuff is in trash.
Just run the environment deck out of cards.
I mean, next turn I can use Cultivate's power to shuffle the environment deck.
Yeah.
How she do?
One card from their hand on top of their deck.
Or threat stomp. Of 2 threatening stomps I drew.
Hey, leave my tree alone. I'll take it.
Okay.
Got the most.
Okay. Let's see.
You got plenty of targets for flamethrower.
Yeah.
Lance Flemmes.
Lost Flemir.
Damn undecipherable ancient languages.
Oh, it's incroyable.
That's some weird
Go for it,
trippy
Stuntman.
time travel music. Woo!
Boop someone in the snoot.
Boop him in the snoot!
Someday I will get an actual form card.
It is not this. Shuffle all cards from environment deck, please. That's one of mine. We can play that. Da-da-da-da. You just play cards.
Yeah, it'd be
Yes, we do
Tefnut,
that.
Osiris, and Isis.
Yeah.
I don't think that tome actually deals damage. Atum just causes additional cards to play, but the damage dealt comes from those cards, not from Atum, so...
Yeah. Unless the card specifically says it comes from him. Which I doubt any of them do.
Yeah, I don't think any of them do.
I think some of their cards are like villain target with the highest health or villain target with the lowest health does damage, but
Hmm.
we'll discard the top part of the environment deck because that is not a secret.
Okay. And then 3 mana damage to you.
It's a violent escalation.
Yes, it was. Dramatic cliffhanger.
Yeah, Typhoon goes away, and Oppressive Smog. So healing is basically not functional while that's out.
Unless you have insane healing.
Yep.
Yeah.
There are some characters that have insane healing, but
Yeah, so again, this is the villain target with the highest HP, deals each target such and
Yeah.
such, which means nothing's going to happen because they're all reduced by...
Yeah.
Suck it, Osiris.
oh,
That was rude. You are a rude person.
Yeah, I guess I'll play the Threatening Stomp.
So you're not getting any of his card drawing cards either.
Nope.
Yep.
none because my don't treated.
Yeah, I'm just having really bad luck with Naturalist.
Hmm.
Doing all right. I'm just not. We're several turns into this, and I still don't have a single form card out.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
He still
this
plays
is-
fine without him, but it's much better if he
Yeah,
gets one.
It's just much slower.
He's
Yeah.
not as bad off as like absolute zero when you don't get.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's a matter of, especially playing with variant natural, it means that I'm getting single effect off of stuff rather than double effect from having
Yeah.
a form and the power lingering. So
Now, granted, that's how base naturalist plays, and it's also why base naturalist isn't that great.
There's some heals
it's
that are-
really annoying on variant naturalists to be like,
Okay. I'm gonna put that into play.
tell you this much, I'm perfectly okay with being the one to discard the card at the start of the environment turn to get rid of that small. Because God knows I've got nothing really terribly great in my hand right now.
the greatest threat to these ancient Egyptian deities.
A flamethrower.
Asshole with a flamethrower. There's some Frenchman with a flamethrower.
Wait a second.
I'll discard.
Wait a second.
What? Lots are you confused
When
by?
this power is used outside your turn. Okay, yeah. It's
Yeah.
either outside your turn.
No, again,
Never mind.
remember, Stan's entire thing is getting powers outside
Yep.
his.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I was confused.
I mean, it still does 2 damage.
Oh yeah, no, it was still worth
Yeah.
doing it.
I would
Um,
prefer not to discard my entire
I'm
hand.
actually willing to. Oh no!
Go for
Wait,
it.
yeah, I think I'm the best person to do it right now.
If you want to, I have a card I need to.
Yeah. I had the.
I have my when my seeds get destroyed, they go trash.
Yeah.
Very important.
Oh boy, shoe.
Yep.
He's immune to melee and projectile, but not a flamethrower.
Yes.
Also, a lot of my damage is actually toxic damage, but it's neither here nor there.
All
Yeah.
my damage is toxic damage, pretty much.
We'll put Resilient Tide out there. A little natural form power again. Come on.
Hey, stuntman,
Yeah.
use a flamethrower.
Oh yeah. Good. Give me a second. Still rolling up the turn, so use the flamethrower. All right.
You can put Autumn in the ground with it.
Yep. Gonna burn that
And-
asshole.
Start dealing with shoe.
Yep. Get him done and put some on cat.
Yeah, Death Note is pretty much the next important one.
And someone else.
Yep. Isis.
One for land.
That's right, they have incapacitated powers.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do have incapacitated powers as well, which makes them doubly annoying
Yeah. No, it's better than their actual face-up power, but still.
for some of them.
Yeah.
Like, Autumn's is not particularly bad. He just shuffles the villain trash deck. Like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Discard the top. Not one of my seats.
Okay. No cards to play, so more fire.
Shoes, meanwhile, is normally kind of annoying, but also kind of funny in this instance.
Yeah, let's play the top card of the environment deck, which can be very annoying for them.
Yeah.
Just in this instance,
Because
it's
there's
really
like
funny
8
because-
seeds in there. Like half that deck is seeds, right?
Yeah, like half the deck is seeds right now. Also, I reduce damage by the number of environment targets in play, so like.
The tumbleweed.
Yep.
There is literally seeds in that deck. More than half that deck is seeds, right? Where the hell are they?
All at the bottom.
In the deck.
Well,
They're right
There
next
it
to
is.
my form cards.
apparently. Which one of these I like? Let's go ahead and do not respond.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you have any cards to discard there, Naturalist?
The I like the pack
Not a choice.
card.
Don't like that one. But oh well.
Yeah, it happens. Would be a challenge if it didn't fuck with you.
Well, I have the one card I draw each turn.
Yeah.
Next turn I will have two because my power will draw.
Yes, Nephthys is also annoying because she heals them off of Ankh cards.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a fairly common one.
We'll do craft salt. Finally. Only took half the goddamn game for me to get a single form card.
Go for it, Stuntman.
Woo! Everything is on fire.
There's nothing which is not on fire.
Nephthys we also want to deal with
Yep.
for the fourth target.
Okay. Yet another card that is not a seed on top of the deck. It just means at a certain point it's gonna be nothing but seeds.
Hmm.
Right after the game ends.
We got a while for this. We're actually doing fairly good.
Yep.
They have a bunch of them out, but not in any
Yeah,
way that
we're
actually
barely
causes
hurt.
any damage to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're barely hurt. About to start really kicking off because I'm gonna have an actual form card. Do we want it to destroy itself? If Rift in Time destroys itself, it's gonna clear the board because the Tumbleweed also destroys an environment card. Actually, it's gonna. Do we want one or two environment cards to play? They're mostly harmless.
I'd destroy the Tumbleweed. Again, that deck is mostly seeds right now, so.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. This is gonna do it. Triceratops.
That deck is 8 seeds and 4.
Four regular cards. Yes. Can't punch ghosts. Pop the noxious mod make this funny.
Yep. Do want to move them. I do want to punch. Shoot.
Nephthys.
Yep.
Blink. Garbage.
Definite. Extra card. We'll heal.
Woo!
I do want to move that. That surprise shopping trip.
Oh
Yep.
boy.
Fine, just means it's gonna pop your strangling roots as well.
Uh-huh.
God, destroy that surprise shopping trip, please, for the love of God.
Sure, don't want to just kill Shu.
We can kill Shu on our own.
Yeah.
Shopping trip is gonna be annoying.
One more flamethrower blast is going to kill Shu.
Fine. One for a flamethrower blast off your turn kills Shu.
Yes, off my turn.
Oh, good. They've got damage reduction now.
Yep.
Okay. Now we play the
And heal.
crocodile.
Yep.
Alright, wants a card.
I'll take one. Just because I've had a deficit
guy,
of
good
cards
job.
since then. Alright.
Oh, game out of sync.
What's that?
Somebody's game went out.
That's my game.
Ah,
My
okay.
game isn't syncing for some reason.
Hmm. That's apparently happened multiple times in this game.
Huh.
Go ahead and flamethrower. Ooh, a Shu.
Finish off Shu, so hit Nui.
Yep.
Who knew he was so weak to flamethrower?
Nephthys.
There we go.
I would take an additional power as well if you're willing.
We're getting low, but sure. I don't want to lose the tree is the only thing.
Yeah, that's the thing if you're willing. It's not a super vital thing, but Cause play a card. Play this predator. I will deal a whole pile of damage.
Yep.
Yeah. One thing I actually like a lot is a nice little minor art detail, but they do actually put in like the sort of spirit forms of the actual forms the naturalist is in art.
Hmm.
So if you
Yeah,
actually look at the portrait for the naturalist right now, you can see the sort of spiritual versions of the crocodile and the gazelle.
Yep.
Yeah.
You keep track of what forms you're currently in. Game is decent. There we go.
Flare card. Shoop. Discard the top card in the environment deck. Yay!
Take a seed.
Woo!
Had to hit him eventually.
We finally found one. Get rid of that charging Triceratops.
Yes, so it doesn't hurt your Grey.
Yeah.
Hey, look, a seed. Hey, look, a seed.
Shot. Heal the tree.
Yep.
Yes. The battle tree. Oh, I can actually kill Nuit at the start of Bograt's turn.
I can lose into the pack.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Let me check what I've got here.
Can't afford to use one of the land. Really can't afford cultivation. Pressure.
Actually, let me destroy one of mine.
Go for it.
It's ongoing ore equipment. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll destroy
You don't wanna
Pinocchio because nothing's been hitting for 4 or more damage, so I might as well destroy it now to get the power off of it.
Yep.
More
then
flames.
flamethrower.
Yeah, the Ennead don't tend to do big hits. There's just a lot of them.
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
lot of stuff. And more stuff, the more they run out.
Do we want to destroy the Tendrils of Madness?
What do they do?
End of environment turn. This card deals the target with the highest HP 1 infernal damage.
I don't care.
But increased damage dealt by that target by 1 until the start of the environment turn. So
Yeah.
actually, it's pretty good.
I don't give a
It's gonna
shit if
be
that
hit-
hits
it-
me.
Yeah, it's going to be hitting us.
Yeah.
And causing us to deal more damage. So that's actually good.
Yeah. It's actually beneficial in this scenario.
Just hit ISIS.
Yep.
Down.
Dare to hit me, so you get thorned.
And triggers.
Healing ball.
I love the soundtrack to this game.
Healing ball. Well, she's gonna hit everything, so don't.
Yeah, she hits everything.
I do.
Yes, I do want to destroy Steal the Scene.
Amusingly, all 3 of our starter Ennead villains are still out.
Yep.
Yep. Nobody cares
Because
about us.
every other member of the Ennead that's come out has been more threatening than them, basically.
Hey, that's threat. Punch. Ow. We're still here too. Yeah,
Okay,
that's nice.
now you can go ahead.
Yep. Throw out another cornered beast because it amuses me. It's not limited.
Oh, ignore that.
Hmm.
I accidentally made a suggestion.
Oh.
So I was trying to pull up the cornered beast to show it off.
Yeah, so corner beast is just if I'm in crocodile form, if there are more non-hero targets than hero targets, increase damage to the naturalist by 1. Unfortunately, at the moment, we're technically have 1 more hero target than we have non-hero targets, but
It is also style points for using it to kill a main villain.
yes. I'm going to give myself cards because my hand is current 3 Indomitable Forces.
So indomitable.
He's quite indomitable.
Prevent all of that not damage you're taking.
I can get rid of Tefnut as well.
The problem with cornered beast is that I have hero targets all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but it was actually functional quite a while before we took out like
it was
two-
until my seeds started coming back and we took out like 3 of them.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing, is that it was useful for most of this game up until now. We started actually taking them out.
Well, yeah, when you have a flamethrower going off constantly dealing
Yeah.
like 60 damage.
Some asshole Frenchman just walked in with a flamethrower. Also, because I don't think it's going to come up in our playthrough here, but something I did want to touch on. These icons in the bottom corner of the villain card, like the little eye there, that's the symbol for a hero. Each hero has their own, like, symbol. If you are playing as a hero...
Nemesis version.
Yeah.
You basically have Nemesis. You deal 1 more damage to them, take 1 more damage.
Yes.
Yeah. In the Ion's case, it's raw, unsurprisingly.
Yes. Like I said, it was not going to come up normally in our game today.
No.
So,
Yeah, just coincidentally, we never actually had Nemesis stuff going on.
Yeah. Also, notably, all the Oblivion characters all have the same nemesis, which is Oblivion.
Oblivion, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you all get to do 2 less damage.
Which means the vast majority of the time they don't have a nemesis.
yes.
Probably want to play a card, because the remainder of the current deck is mostly your needs.
Yes.
You are literally at a 3-to-1 ratio of seeds to not in that environment right now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bye, Nephthys.
Nice knowing ya. Yeah, there are 2 cards in that deck that aren't seeds now.
Yes, there is another Rift in Time and a Fixed Point.
I don't want to play Rapid Growth.
I forget, is the victory condition defeating all of them or just defeating all of them in play?
All of them that are
All
out.
of them in play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can actually, if you do like Blitz and they don't get anyone out, you can do it just off the first 3. Or the first.
Yes.
starting one.
Alternatively, we would have to defeat 2 remaining actually in the shrine.
Yeah.
Go ahead and shuffle.
Yes, Visionary is
One
without a
card
doubt
from
the
the
best,
Inventor,
worst nemesis. Mainly because it doesn't really help.
Let's
At
play
all.
the top card.
Visionaries, knights of the magical light.
Dealing extra damage to a villain where you're where the gimmick is specifically not dealing damage to that villain is not very helpful.
Yeah.
It's basically Visionary takes extra damage from card plays.
Yeah, just wait, shuffle. No. I'm good. Environment trash is not mostly seeds, so.
Yeah. Currently at a 5-to-2 ratio on the actual deck. So,
I'm just gonna keep putting seeds back in it. So.
yep.
Put another Steal a Scene into play. Stop dealing damage. Brain Squid is my friend.
Brain Squid is a good boy.
Have the Rift destroy itself.
Yeah.
Brain Squid is actually helpful.
the rift in time.
I'll
then.
take it,
All right.
considering it will do nothing to me.
Alternatively, I can bounce it onto something else.
Does it have to deal the damage to increase your damage?
Nope.
Oh, okay then.
Oh, look, some vitalized stones.
Now we get to the annoying part. Oh no, one of my indomitable forces.
Scatter seeds at this point.
Yes, Volgar. Card games are always much harder to play with people that don't read the damn card.
Kill the dreamer. Stop her from dreaming forever. Thanks for playing.
Bye,
my card.
Isis. Cyrus is looking mighty lonely over there.
Because you came in and killed my friends with a flamethrower. Look, we need to have a talk about this. Those should be illegal.
You know, you'd think your major nemesis being the god of the sun, you all would have developed a little better resistance to fire.
Yeah, but that's like magic fire, not just asshole fire. That's you. That's asshole fire.
Go ahead and break.
Break itself. Could do that.
No. Let's just go ahead and get rid of that rift in time, because that's going to get hard to make sure there's only seeds in that deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Osiris regained 1 HP.
Right, that happened. Oh no, another indomitable force.
Guess I'll get rid of that extra one with the land.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay, Cyrus, you better help some friends show up to keep you alive.
Right?
Oh, damn. Something shuffled the environment
It
deck.
would actually be better
Yes.
just to use my regular power.
One of the passives on the I know.
You asshole!
Yeah.
No, it's gonna happen every villain turn until okay, that's not gonna be very long, but
No.
Yeah, no.
I have 12 damage on my turn, so.
Hmm.
Because Osiris does not live past my turn if the naturals didn't kill him.
I can't kill him. I don't have the right stuff for it, but or maybe I can. Let's see.
Can you do 4 damage?
Yes,
Nope.
actually.
I mean, if you couldn't, realistically, what I was going to do is have the flamethrower him to death.
Okay.
That's what happened.
And
to
Osiris is eaten to death by crocodiles, which I'm sure is in some form appropriate to Egyptian mythology.
All right. Well, I think that's going to about do it for us for the day.
Yep.
Thank you all for joining us for another Sunday afternoon Sound Goblin Gaming stream. Be back. We're probably actually going to resume doing Tuesday streaming, hopefully this week. So that'll be Tuesday evening, probably around 7 Pacific.
Yep.
We'll get that going, and then next Saturday, we'll have another stream, and then Sunday we'll be back with something. We'll fill in.
Yep. In the meantime, have a good one, y'all. I've been the Krampus.
I've been Bograt.
I've been Shiv.
And I'm still Vincent.
All right.
Hey, Cave.
Have a
No,
good-
stop that.
Have a good one, everyone.
Yeah, bye.